Now, hands up if you have a smartphone. Hands up if you own one. Okay, hands up high. Hands up if you use it every day. Hands up if you have no idea where you'd be if you didn't have one. Okay, hands up high. Now, hands up if you use it by taking your finger and touching the screen. That's how your phone works. Really. Because society doesn't show diverse people in the tech industry. We've got Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. And if that's what you think, then you already think you can't be one. Just like
bringing together what we do every day is a critical part about how we think about creating that access for New Zealand.
But even though I hail from the beautiful islands of Samoa, I come from the place of champions. That's right, Cannons Creek, Porirua. Yes! 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 I spent 18 years of my beautiful life there, and I moved up to Auckland to study computer science at AUT. Graduated last year with my computer science degree, and I am currently a junior software developer.
Passion for all of the children, including my own, to be able to access the internet. And when we look today, not everyone has that opportunity. And we've heard Michelle talk about connecting science and what happens there, encouraging the curiosity, and they are talking about how sensors work. But without that straight access to the internet, how do people actually start to use these services and learn more about them? And if you think about it, it's not only for youth and children, it's also for seniors in terms of staying connected. It's for people in employment. If they think about how do you apply for a job these days, sometimes that's all through the internet. So one of our passions at Spark is really thinking about how do we help support that in a way that we can, but we can't do that alone, and we know that.
Up about it, cool. Shit, that's kind of interesting. And then up there is Professor Marion Lips. Marion wrote the definitive work on this, 2014, Marion? Yes. And that actually informed and provided a data point. 2015, Claire Curran picked it up, and it became one of the 5 planks on her platform, which is all good. The election was, 2016, Internet New Zealand. Anybody here from INZ? Yep, you guys put out the Closing the Digital Divide paper. Really good paper. 2017, Andy put out the Pulse, which was, I'm not always a big fan of the Andy papers, but it was actually a pretty good paper, and it really created a bit of a blueprint in itself. And then since then, there's been a whole bunch of nothing. We were promised and none of this is a cheap shot at Kurt, who is a legend, and mate, I'd hire you tomorrow in any one of my companies, to be very clear. But we're meant to have a digital blueprint in 100 days. Make that 750. So I guess the thing I'm most worried about is just a lack of progress. And while there has all this been going on, the voluntary sector, the charitable sector, the private sector have been out manoeuvring. You were talking about swim lanes this morning, Jolie. The reason there are so many small swim lanes is in the absence of anything else, they've just gone on and done it. And they've done some great work. Computers in homes, fantastic work. SNAP, great work. Just all of that is part of the solution. The Citizens Advice Bureaus, bless their little cotton socks, they do fantastic work. But all this is going on in the absence of a central plan. And
with all things vital in this country, it takes collective buy-in and collective effort. New Zealanders need to feel safe and protected if they are to engage in the digital world.
We've tried to create a proposition that works for families and really thinks hard about the things that might be barriers for people being involved in the past.
I don't think a central plan wants to tell those people necessarily how they should be doing it, because frankly they have been doing it for a while. So, long answer to your question, what needs to happen here is actually out of the walking through the custard and the toffee and getting some action. That's my opinion.
We increase at scale the engagement in the community, the ability for people to access this, and do it in a way that is trusted, that we build collaboration.
Technology, sometimes it's about motivation, but sometimes it's because the barriers are just too much. If you have got challenges over income, challenging other people might come if they could bring their kids. If this was held on a marae in the weekend, somewhere in a different area, and all the resourcing was provided, what other voices would we hear? A privilege, I can get to them. But there are so many people who can't. And They look at what government says it's going to do and they go, yeah, right, we've seen that before. We've seen how data is used against us. We've seen how we're stigmatised. We've seen how we're not included.
I'm a speaker of truth and a daughter of things.
Issues of well-being, putting well-being into the Public Finance Act, state sector reforms, vocational education reform, all of these little patches of the jigsaw puzzle that are not being connected up, and that although this government's better than the last, I still have no faith in actually changes being made in a meaningful way for the people.
We talk about the lead, connect, support and deliver functions in the blueprint. The connect one really is how do we bring the communities of practice together to be far more effective in joining up the jigsaw that Hilliard mentioned. So I want to start with thanking our excellent speakers and panellists. Minister Chris Farfoy, who joined us by video link, Paul James, D.I.A, or Government Chief Digital Officer, Dr. Michelle Dickinson, Lydia Tirani, Jodie Hobson, Mike McDonald, and Ichara Lafele. Thank you. You've all been really great and quite challenging to follow, to be honest. Today can be quite challenging, particularly in a government position, because you are opening yourself up for a fair degree of understandable criticism. But it is really important for us as government to actually listen to what people are saying around how effective we're being, how well we are engaging. And I really enjoyed hearing a number of the different perspectives today from people. And a couple of things that really made me think about, one was actually from Paul, was having that courage to share much earlier in our processes than we normally would. We try to overthink and get things to a really clear standard, so there's little risk involved that we do the wrong things. And actually, the problem you face is by the time you finish, the problem you're working on is completely shifted or moved. So how do we get much more nimble in this way to connect with people and connect around the problem?